Tonight the Atlantic feels endless. Wet rope chills my hands, and I know one weak fiber can decide if we live or sink. A lone caravel rises on black swells, tiny under a heavy sky. No shore, no sign, only sea and will. I lift the astrolabe for faint stars, then stare at cold brass and whisper, "Trust the numbers, not the fear." The compass needle trembles like a heartbeat. The chart stays silent, yet a direction is still being chosen. On deck, a figure braces by the mast, eyes fixed on darkness, watching as if night might finally answer. Dawn opens softly. The water calms, and risk changes color from a threat into a road ahead. From above, the ship is only a dot. Still, that dot proves a human life can face the vast. I think of the river harbor behind us, where wood and rope rule mornings and work quietly becomes destiny. Through sawdust and sunbeams, shipwrights bend planks into shape. History is often built by hands. Iron nails and wooden pegs, small things, yet they hold an ocean journey together. The hull stands on supports, ribs exposed like a chest alive before it ever learns water. Along the quay, knots are taut with patience. One loop, one pull, skill carried forward by time. The astrolabe turns in sunlight, brass worn smooth. I carry it close, like a talisman. The route is still blank. My finger traces outward into the part of the world marked only by silence. I close the journal with resolve. Outside, sails shift restlessly, like thoughts that won't settle. Near a fortified coast, torches flicker in mist. Tension hangs, even without a blade drawn. Hands grip the rail. The shoreline is close enough to haunt us, far enough to make us doubt. Then the sails fill. The ship turns away, and the horizon swallows the coast choice, becoming motion. Lisbon fades into haze behind us. Departure is quiet, but everything has already changed. Rope slides through my fingers. Canvas snaps overhead. Seamanship isn't drama, it's discipline. At the bow we stand, steady, ocean on every side, certainty forced to live inside the chest. Night returns. Stars balance above the mast, and navigation becomes a whispered talk with the sky. One ink dot, one thin line, no words, just distance earned, recorded before the candle dies. A harsh headland rises as surf hammers rock. The coastline feels like a warning carved in foam. Mist beads on my face, but I don't turn away. Determination doesn't need volume, only direction. The helm lines tighten, the horizon tilts, then the turn holds, and the dangerous coast falls behind. From high above, we round the cape. Behind is fear. Ahead is open water wide enough to silence doubt. A green island bay appears like mercy come after danger, like a breath finally released. My boots sink into dark sand, a new shore underfoot, simple, real, unforgettable. At dusk, a small camp glows, quiet faces, simple tools, planning tomorrow's unknown without wasting words. Misty islands scatter across the sea. Discovery arrives in increments, not miracles. Along the West African shore, exchange is careful and human. Distance is measured in trust. A bundle offered, small goods received. 2 palms matanned, history slips between them. Rope, beads, grain, plain metal, textures of trade, stripped of slogans, honest in their weight. The coast continues hour after hour. Progress is steady, almost stubborn, like refusing the option of stopping. Brass rises toward the sun. Light floods my eyes, measurement under glare, salt and sting. In candlelight, more dots appear on the chart. Roots grow quietly in the dark. An arid island shimmers with heat. Even land can feel unforgiving. Water pours into a wooden cup, one small relief, yet it feels like everything. We leave the islands behind. Land shrinks to a speck, and the ocean returns to rule. The sea darkens again. Swells rise heavier, as if the years themselves are pushing us to a turning point. Water sheets across the hull and slams hard. Wood grain meets wave force, pure physics, no mercy. On deck, the crew moves in rhythm. Control is survival. Panic is a luxury we can't afford. A towering cape stands under stormlight. The ship is tiny, yet it keeps going, refusing defeat. Hands clamp the rail. The ship banks through the turn. Spray hits the lens, then steadies again. Clouds part, calmer water lies ahead. The contrast speaks. Danger behind, promise forward. In the cabin, a small token slips away. The compass steadies, and so does my breath. My finger traces a curved coastline, one bend enough to redefine what's possible. Golden calm settles in. After the storm, even silence feels earned. A warmer coastline appears through haze. New waters, new rhythms, and new questions arrive. Dawn on the Indian Ocean. Soft swells. Softer light arrival feels different in every color. I raise the astrolabe, then lower it to reveal shore and anchored boats, like the world has opened wider. A busy port market flows past, textiles, baskets, spices, life packed tight into motion. Spice grains pour into a bowl, dust catching sunlight. Wealth becomes scent and texture, not gold. A balanced scale tips. Weight becomes value decided in small, precise moments. Cloth sacks move toward the dock. Logistics replaces wonder step by step. A rope knot cinches tight, a few grains spill. Someone gathers them back, careful as saving time. Sunset over anchored sails. The water mirrors gold quiet triumph without speeches. I close the journal firmly. The wrist cord rests on leather punctuation for a milestone. More sails appear on the horizon. Routes multiply, and the sea begins to look like a network. At sunrise, a coastal fort rises in silhouette, stone and sea outposts of an era taking shape. Crates and barrels stack high, fingers glide along rough wood, and I feel systems forming. Wax meets parchment, a seal presses down. Authority arrives without a readable word. A convoy moves through tropical haze, holding formation, distance and discipline, power drawn as geometry. Stone streets near the harbor, dust and sunbeams everyday life beneath enormous currents. The Astrolabe sits beside spice bowls. Brass and grains share the table, science and commerce together. The straight-side port teems with sails and piers. Movement itself becomes a language here. On a wooden pier, crates pass hand to hand in streams. The camera weaves like a witness. Porcelain sheen, silk weave, spice bowls luxury shown through texture, not labels. Dots connect on a blank map. A thin ink line joins them, an empire of roots appearing quietly. A bastion corner turns to reveal the harbor. Stone angles frame the sea's value like a picture. Silent cannon shapes rest on the wall. No fire, no roar, yet everyone feels their presence. Heat shimmers over turquoise water. Ships anchor in glare, and control must be practiced under sunlight. I wipe sweat, then grip brass again. Even measurement strains in this heat. A green coastline emerges through mist. Unknown land is felt first as a silhouette. Boots step into shallow surf. Water glitters, and the shore pulls the eye forward like a call. At dusk, I check the compass, then lift my gaze to the sky come as emptiness turns familiar. From far above, sails cross open ocean. Distance becomes a repeated ritual, again and again. A foggy harbor appears, tiled roofs, soft light, quiet water, another edge of the world. Stepping onto a stone quay, I scan the port. The camera drifts beside me, attentive and still. Fingers brush porcelain and silk. Texture tells the story when words are unnecessary. I place the final dot, then fold the map with carrots sealed into memory. Night on deck, lantern rim light. Alone with the sea again, history feels personal. My knuckles tighten on rope, then loosen. A tiny release like a confession no one hears. In a dim warehouse, shadows move crates. The mood is heavy, cost without spectacle. The balance scale shifts once more. Profit and burden held in the same quiet frame. A wooden gate closes slowly. Dust floats in the light. Finality arrives without a shout. By the river, a stone tower silhouettes in gold. A person stands, small time stands tall. Beneath cloister arches, footsteps echo softly. Legacy is built from calm repeating stone. At last the Astrolabe rests on riverside stone. Brass catches moving water, then fades into darkness.